Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 here, bringing another Company of Heroes 2 replay brought to you by Earth. If you want to submit a replay, do so via my Gmail or my Facebook, and I will take a look at it. Make sure you include your name, description, and, anything else that would be relevant to the replay. You can do that for both Steel Division and Company of Heroes 2, though I will say with Steel Division, actually, funny enough, I am going to be stopping that for a small period of time and working on XCOM because that expansion just came out for it. Anyway, by the way, I want to also apologize if you're wondering, hey guys, where's been the content recently? Well, three things. One, actually four. One, I know an update video won't get as many views Company of Heroes 2, so I'll explain it here. It's simple enough. I had a hurricane hit Texas, so that's one. Had a vacation at the same time, that's two. And number three, which you can probably still hear right now, is I lost my voice. So I could not record anything. I actually had to stop recording videos because halfway through I would lose my voice. So I apologize if my voice sounds terrible right now. Unfortunately, this is what I have to get to because I have to catch back up with content. So there's that. Anyway, Earth is an OKW player versus WTF, which is an American player. Very interesting. Because literally, I'm like WTF on that choice. Earth is a very, very skilled player, and WTF seems he has plenty of time as well. So we'll see who wins in this engagement, shall we? We have, what's it? Oh God, I can't even say the name. Konodin Firma. Sure, why not? It means cold one in Russia, at least what it says in the description. Even though it's not a winter map, which I find hilarious. Anyway, looks like barbed wire to stop them from using that cover. Come around, try to flank those riflemen if possible. Oh, alright, I guess not. My fear would be the fact that if he tries to rush them now, they'll just, jump in the building and get inside. You could probably get inside a heavy cover and focus fire on like 3 guys to 5. Looks like he's pulling back, but realizes there's Volk squad coming in, so he's currently surrounded. Not good for him. Let's see, up north we have more Stern Pioneers. Oh, the Stern Pioneers moving up. Looks like trying to take some territory. Riflemen though coming in. Unfortunately, when you're versing America, it's like you're only going to really see riflemen. You might see a rear echelon spam if you're lucky, but most likely it's riflemen. Meaning they're good medium to long range, and they are pretty potent infantry. Did that guy just get up after dying? Anyway, looks like trying to capture territory. Again, cut off a huge chunk of the American guys' front line. You can see here that this entire point is now cut off, which limits his fuel income, his munitions income, and his star. So that's a huge, huge issue for the American player. As resource-wise, now the German players getting a ton of resources, though looks like a lot of his resources being men are being like cooped up right here, trying to knock out that rifleman squad. Which, if I was Earth, I mean, I don't know if I wish I was Earth, as Earth has his own unique set of skills and issues. But no, I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind. I'm thinking of the other. Wait. Wait, does Earth live in Turkey? Or am I thinking of a completely wrong guy? Because I was going to say, after a coup happened in Turkey, or no, I think that's TKev. I think I might be on the wrong person. Anyway, point of the matter is, Earth is a very skilled player. So if I was him, I'd put down the medical, move up, and throw fire grenades. But that's me. Now to get on a tangent about coups in Turkey, I mean, like that's going to happen again. I mean, like, why would Turkey ever have a coup? Actually, funny enough, Turkey is one of the few countries that when a coup happens, it's actually for the betterment of the people, not for the detriment of the people, such as the current issue in Venezuela, which is currently leading to a... Oh boy, I mean, that country's just going down and getting worse and worse and worse. It was actually one of the main... the best way to describe it would be actually the main shining examples of growth in South America. Then they got hit... well, not hit. After the economic issue of, hey, gas prices are going down and our entire economy is based on fuel, selling oil and stuff like that, what should we do? And they couldn't come up with an answer, and I believe the president or the prime minister, whoever the head leadership is at the time, was like, we'll just keep things going. Didn't turn out so well, but they had like really, really good economic programs for their people and the civilians. So kind of sad, honestly, and I hope things turn out better for those guys. If you're from Venezuela, I am so sorry for what's going down there. Hopefully things get better. Oh, and by the way, I should probably mention, even though I like the hurricane, I'm fine. Everything's okay. I live near Austin, so I am relatively fine. Houston is what got hit in Texas. Although, funny enough, I had people messaging me like, "Are you okay in Houston?" I'm like, I live in Austin. I'm okay. I'm okay. Double Volk, both out of cover, should be able to easily push back this rifleman. The American player able to recapture some territory, so a little bit closer, if not beating the Axis player. Overall, though, we can see here that there's more frontline and better infantry on the American side than on the Axis side, so he's going to have to worry about that. Overall, I would say Rifleman easily trounce the Volk squads, so if he's just going to go around, and if he puts this guy in heavy cover, he should be totally fine. Oh, fire grenade. There we go. Burn him out. Yeah, good idea. Get inside the burning building. That's a genius idea. WTF went the, what is it, heavy cavalry company, which brings out the Pershing. Rangers, which is really good close range infantry, so I'm assuming he might try to get those with Thompsons. Not bad idea, especially on this map where it's very like close quarters. There's not a lot of like long sights. I mean, sure, along this road maybe, but like there's lots of places you can hide your infantry, which is great for Rangers. We also have a captain here, so I'm assuming we'll see a Luke's out shortly. Either that, or he's going to get some howitzers to counteract the infantry. One of the two. But I'm leaning toward the lighter armor, though it looks like Earth is prepped and ready to go. He has a Verketenwerfer, so he is ready to counteract the enemy. Now let's see, the allied player is still pushing, bring up a mortar close range. Volk squad's trying to find a flank on those riflemen, trying to get close so they can throw some fire grenades, I assume. Captain, pretty good close range, so most likely he's gonna help lock down this territory. And yeah, he could also get AT if he needed to, just in case Earth got a Luke's or something. But we can see here he went with the medical outpost, and unfortunately what that means is he can instantly heal his infantry through the medics. And we can see here he's just going to retreat back to his base. This is a small enough map. He doesn't need to spend 300 manpower to have a forward op. That's just not, it's just not needed. But he can at least have the med guys heal his troops so they're at full power, while the American player has to send troops out at half health, which is a huge bonus. So you actually can see here that health change should help turn the tide. Now it looks like, unfortunately, we have some dead squads and explosions, so I'm assuming a rifleman threw a grenade or something and kill a lot of men here. We have also some nice heavy cover, which is good for, well, them holding their ground and taking munitions, which is kind of needed right now for the, well, Earth. Captain on the far left, trying to take some take the star, because again, star is kind of the key. Though at least this early, it doesn't matter too much. So we'll see how things go. Volk squad trying to open fire on the captain, but unfortunately just out of range now. Mortar team now opening fire. The American mortar is incredibly inaccurate and incredibly annoying, because when it does hit, it will like pretty much instant wipe your squads. But it doesn't have great range and it doesn't have a great accuracy, but goddamn is it powerful. The only thing more annoying is the 120s on the Soviet side. Oh boy. We can see here actually this American player is doing the exact same thing with the cover, which I find kind of interesting. The fact like they're both laying down barbed wire just all over the place. Eventually we'll find something like this tank, and one side will have barbed wire and the other side will have barbed wire, and no one can use it. Overall, I would say right now the Axis has a slight lead, just because of overall population, just ever so slight. But again, one's Verketenwerfer, while a lot of these guys are front lines, so maybe closer than maybe closer. But Volk squad's now getting the STG-44s, which allow them to be better against infantry and allow them to hold their own against riflemen. That being said, captain and riflemen still seem to be doing pretty damn well. We do have a support gun over here opening fire, while the, yeah, he hasn't done really anything with the captain, which is surprising. Maybe he's just trying to save up for a major. Not a bad idea. Get that thing deployed and get armor out as soon as possible. But Earth most likely is going to be deploying a half-track, I assume, very shortly. Rifleman pushing on the right. He's getting the ambulance, trying to heal the rifleman, because you can see that squad is so close to dying. It's not even funny. So he needs to work on that and get these guys healed if they're going to keep being able to hold off. Getting a second Verkenwerfer, not a bad idea, honestly. Again, if WTF is focusing on armor, and you really have, again, judging by your own manpower and fuel, not going to be able to get armor for quite some time, it may be in your best... Yeah, it's in your best trajectory to make sure you have AT to counteract a Luke's or a Sherman, which the Americans love to deploy in mass, so have to worry about that. Looks like it may manage to deactivate that territory, which once again cuts off the entire right, the entire right side of the, or left side, depending on your view, of the American front, which is stopping their fuel income, which is probably going to help Earth out in the long run, because if he can at least stop them from getting that heavy armor, that delay could be very vital for him getting the upper hand and getting a Panther or even a Panzer IV out first. He doesn't necessarily need the biggest and strongest armor. In a 1v1 game, it's a very foolish move to just save up for the King Tiger or the Pershing. While that is something you can do, usually from victory points taking so long, we're at 11 minutes and they're still at 4, so Pershing not viable right now unless you start getting like a Sherman out and getting a lot of kills, and then you have to save up again. Again, it costs 230 fuel. You're not going to get that anytime soon. And you're not going to be able to unlock it anytime soon. If you go for the King Tiger, sure, you could maybe deploy both half-tracks if you didn't get the Verkenwerfer, and yeah, you could. But then that's 280 fuel, right? So that would literally take you 10 minutes, around there. So yeah, there's no way. There's just no way. Both squads holding off the captain with a bar. All right, sure, taking the lieutenant's job. Why don't you? Rifleman now coming in with a bar. It looks like, yeah, the American player saved up, and now all of his infantry have bars, while the Volk squads all have SCG-44s, which I find hilarious. Grenade blowing up that cover, making it pretty much better for the... Yeah, there's that mortar. Making it better for the guys with Thompsons just roll up and curb stomp the Volk squads. Bars just trouncing the Volk squads. Again, SCG-44s are good, but bars are superior, and they are just destroy enemy from afar. SCGs need to get close, but again, if they can't close the gap, it's just not going to work out. That mortar is just annihilating a lot of these squads. Though support gun opening fire, managing to push back that mortar a little bit. Both squads healing in the meantime. We have multiple squads fighting. Seem to be winning. Was there a mine over here or something? Okay, don't know why you just suddenly retreated. Managed to retake mid, so good job for you. So far, no armor whatsoever. You actually are getting very close. I wonder if you're going to get a mortar carriage. I wonder if you're going to be one of those guys. I'm very curious, WTF. Not because your name is just WTF, and I've had people with weirder names do just saner stuff. So a weird name doesn't always mean they're going to go batshit insane. Now, if their name is something like, I don't know, shoot, what was something Sniper Spammer. I literally had a guy called Sniper Spammer, and he spammed snipers. There you go. But that's not always the case. Although there are times where I've changed my name, and my entire company has changed their name to Greyshot. That doesn't mean we're all going to play and have B4s. It's just to harass the enemy and make it... Why did you retreat that? You could have just walked backwards. Alright. Whatever. So the Major's deployed now. And Earth, do you have a half-track deployed? Can I please see Earth? Okay. You do have the mechanized, the Panzer headquarters being built. Alright. And actually it's in a good location. It covers their fuel and covers a vital resource. Plus, it makes sure that if they flank you through this direction, most likely they will be suppressed. So, very nice. As long as you have sight lines. You have some cover going out, most likely trying to make sure that if an engagement happens around these points, that he can just move up and hold them off. Not a bad idea. Right now, he is kind of losing the star. 2-star riflemen should be able to trounce these Volk squads, but we shall see. Volk squad just being exterminated. Bar going up point blank, because why the hell not? Hey guys, I'm firing a gun point blank. Yeah, that was a stupid move on your part. That was an incredibly stupid move. Yeah, let's charge the guys with SCG-44s instead of just annihilate them. You could have just shot them. You didn't have to move up, and you would have been perfectly fine. Probably not against second squad, but the first one, probably. Now, both sides have not really lost any infantry. We still see as the 4 squads, and we have 4 squads of Volks, along with the Stern Pioneers. I also like how he has the Verkenwer for opening fire on infantry. It may not do all that much, but it is something. It's that little extra ding you can do against the enemy. We also have a Sherman being deployed. This could be an issue if the Verkenwerfers aren't properly placed. And again, I don't think they will be. This is actually a really nice spot because you can rapidly move it to multiple directions, so mid should be covered. Plus, I'm assuming, yeah, double and mid, plus you have mines in quite a number of locations, Earth, so very, very nice job. Very nice job. Let's see. We have Volk Squad coming on the flank. You have no cover. I would highly recommend getting in cover of some type. Because right now you have none, and that's actually causing more damage. Let's see. You're moving up. You know, a nice grenade here would be pretty effective. I'm just pointing out there. A nice grenade. Not shooting trees, but nice grenade. Volk Squad on standby. Rifleman pushing up. We have Rangers coming around the flank. Yeah. Major coming up and just getting hit by a mine. A second more and the Volk Squad would have been hit. Major died. I love how people, I know. People deploy their Major to the front to get it, you know, a higher veterancy very quickly. And that allows for it to be, you know, better, have more specials, whatever. Also, explosive rounds, man. You really, really want those explosive rounds. There's nothing. Oh, never mind. There's one Volk Squad. Well, now you should be able to take that left pretty easily now. Realize that there's a headquarters building right there, so he's kind of in hot water. And now to counteract Rangers, he has Obel-Soldaten. So it's still pretty damn even right now across the board. Though the edge, if I would have to give it, would be to the American player, because while Verkenwerfers are fine, they are the weakest AT in terms of health. I mean, like, God, the Soviet, like, was it 45mm AT guns? Yes, those things suck. But I mean, these, while that thing still has like a decent front armor hole, like a defense, this thing literally is like can be one-shotted, just like those. So, you know, honestly, if the Sherman has explosive rounds, comes around the flank and pops this thing, there's going to be an issue. Now, we have the Sherman, once again. Explosive rounds would be effective. And moving up to take out that unit. It's great, because the longer I talk, the more I feel like I'm turning into, like, I'm getting closer to the Liam Neeson voice, which is great. I just need to keep talking, and eventually I'll sound like Liam Neeson. At least either that or I sound like a dying old man. One of the two will happen. We shall see. Rifleman, let's see. Remanning the mortar that unfortunately died, so that's a decent amount of veterancy down. We have a howitzer being deployed, and now we have a Panther. And this is where the tide starts to lean back in the Axis' favor, because the Sherman is very good at killing Panzer IVs. However, a Panther is very good at killing Shermans. Your entire rifleman outfit is designed for anti-infantry, not anti-armor. So we have a huge issue with that. If the armor cannot be countered, if the Panther has no counters to it, and right now Earth has a bunch of defenses played, you're starting to have some major problems. Now, that, don't get me wrong, you're currently taking over a huge portion of the map. Right now you have more resources than Earth, and you're causing a lot of issues with that Sherman going around. Though, once again, explosive rounds would probably have helped you in that situation to one-shot the Obel-Soldaten. I know, one-shotting Obel-Soldaten, hard, but if anything can do it, it's going to be a Sherman or a mortar carriage, or a bulldozer, which is also considered Sherman. So there you go. Covered all my bases. Sherman opening fire. Panther and Verkenwerfer just opening fire. There we go. That's GG. And there it goes. Smoke coming in a little late, and the Panther's like, see ya, boys. Sherman is Yeah, it has some flames coming out. Just a few. I'm sure the crew inside is doing just fine. Sure, they're doing just fine. But yeah, now they have a major issue because, well, WTF could save up for Pershing. He honestly could, but there's a major issue. He still has to deal with the Verken morphers. Though we can see here he did manage to kill one Volk squad, so positive for him. And he still has all 3 Rifleman squad, all 3 very highly vetted, and could easily trounce a lot of the weaker infantry units and can stand up to the Volk squads. So we'll see how well that goes. But the big issue is the Panther. He doesn't necessarily have a direct counter. He has AT grenades he could do. That's an absolute fact. But right now, he has to make sure A, he saves up manpower, which is very hard with this much infantry, and B, that he can save up enough fuel and get enough victory points, which he should do. 13 points. That's easy. If I was him, I would try to start murdering as much infantry as I possibly could, because if you could do that, if you could actually start killing the infantry, then you can help turn the tide to where the Panther is still a big issue, but your infantry swarms could do a lot more. But right now that Panther just comes in and there's not much you can really do but retreat. You are deploying an AT gun, so congrats for that. I don't know, maybe a... I'm still thinking a Jackson might be better in this scenario. But, again... Oh, there we go. We actually have a bazooka. I didn't even see that. Nice job, Rear Echelon. You got a nice shot. Unfortunately for you, it still managed to get out of there. Now, it looks like they managed to swarm it, throw some AT grenades. With Obosoldat in there and a few other Volk squads, they should be able to hold. The Rangers could annihilate that squad. Can they kill it? That's a 3-star Volk squad. No Ranger, unfortunately, took too many casualties from the Obosoldaten. Howitzer opening fire. Missing the mark just by a bit. Volk squad trying to finish the job, but Rangers seem to be able to live and should be able to heal up quite soon. AT gun moving up, so that should be able to counter the Panther. But the Panther is now, well, engine fixed because of the 2-star Sturm. I think 2 stars rapid repair, right? Oh, construct faster. Weapon. Is it 3? Repair. Okay, it's level 3, not 2. Panther opening fire on the squads. AT gun opening fire. Bouncing off the Panther. I would move up with AT grenades as well. We have a mine being deployed right here. I see a big issue right now. If first off, move the AT gun closer. That way you can just fire, like not from. You can fire. You can make sure it's under fire for a longer period of time. AT grenades hitting it, but unfortunately not taking too much damage. Panther moved back. We still have multiple Volk squads. Now 3 stars, so that's a bigger issue. But we have some 3-star, well, 1 3-star unit over here. Panther moving back up because it has not learned its lesson. I'm sorry, Earth, but I'm just saying, starting to slowly piss off the enemy team may not be the best idea, because while that Panther is great, you also have to consider the fact that he could have a lot of AT and unfortunately push that back. So, because again, we know he has at least 1 AT gun, and if I was him, I would have used the Sabao rounds, but, you know, that's just me, because that would have actually penetrated the Panther instead of the 3 deflects you got, which always look great watching a Saber round, oh, not a Saber round, a Sabao round, just fire and just ping off a Panther. At least what I see in, like, Steel Division, where it just bounces and it shoots, like, a couple hundred feet in the air, and it's like, oh, damn, that's bad. Also mine right there, which very surprised Rangers didn't blow up. But overall, it's still a very close game with the the American player focusing. I swear to God, why? Why, Earth? Of all the doctrines, Luftwaffe ground forces, why? Oh, maybe Valiant Assault? Okay, for your infantry pushes? But otherwise, Fallschirmjäger suck. Recon could be fine for cheap recon. Airborne, this is the worst ability in the game. Volk squad's pushing back the Rangers. Now he needs to save up for the Pershing. Right now, the American player still has a little bit more men. Never mind, they're equal now. Thank you, mine. But But yeah, he needs to start inflicting some casualties on the Earth if he wants to win. Now Earth has now 4-star squads, which is very bad. That can definitely inflict casualties. A nice mortar hit on that squad. Jesus, almost an insta kill. Good thing it was 4-star. Get that extra survival. Oh damn. Oh damn, that was a good support gun hit. Yeah, that was an insta wipe. 3-star Sturms, which are also nothing to sneeze at. The problem is the American player's not escalating. He needs to escalate and fight, get something to fight the Panther. A Jackson would do fine. I know he's trying to save up for maybe the Pershing, but the Jackson would do great against the Panther because it does a lot of damage, and if he gets in close, because the Panther, I love how a lot of players will typically like, yeah, let's charge the Jackson. The Jackson will retreat, and Rifleman will swarm, throw some AT grenades, bing bada boom, you got it. Plus you can deploy smoke, and of course you have this, combined arms, and again, that will just improve the infantry, so that way they live long enough to throw AT grenades, fire bazooka shots, and hopefully help you out. Though, we do have a concern. Earth has a lot of fuel. And in the meantime, I'm assuming, Earth, you deployed the other building. Yes, you did. Where is that building? Back at base. You have not upgraded it because I'm assuming you're just letting your Pioneers deal with it. That's fine. But now that he has all 3, he can deploy King Tiger. Personally, I would have chose the Elite Armor Doctrine so you could, you know, make sure that A, the enemy doesn't have it, and B, Sturm Tiger is always a great option for dealing with enemy blobs. Looks like we have another mine going out. I love your mines, Earth. So far, they've been really good at just delaying the Allied advance. So, very nice. Very nicely done. Plane going over, trying to identify where. Why do you have the ET gun facing here? It's like, yes, the Panther's going to charge through the brush. It's like, no, you idiot. It's going to be in the middle. Both squads, unfortunately, the veteran C is just helping them hold back a lot of the Rifleman squads. I mean, he has to start throwing some decent grenades or start microing better. Something to really just help him turn the tide. Rifleman moving up, but once again, heavy cover would be great, not negative cover. Oh, look, Earth gun, heavy cover. Very nice job. And grenade, and he's paying attention. Oh, kill the squad. Oh, was he by a mine or something? Come on, kill this. There we go. That's another Volk squad. That's a 4-star Volk squad dead. That's a big loss. Although, if I'm assuming Earth, he'll be like, fine, you kill my Volk squad, I'll just kill all your men. That's cool. Moving up, taking guys out left and right. Man, big Allied retreat, but looks like those Volk squads might be able to get a kill or two. Or not. Wonderful. Yeah, moving on the left, but the Panther's like, sure, why not? I'll just hang out. Fallschirmjäger's deployed, because why the hell not? Yeah, I love that. Let's run out in the middle of a negative cover. Fallschirmjäger's still losing to Rangers, which have close range weapons, mind you. Though they fell back, Panther might get the kill on those, but it's unlikely. Now we have a Pershing, which I'm assuming by the time it's either the Pershing is going to get a final kill. Oh, wow. Actually, hold on just a moment. We have Earth being flanked. And, well, damn it. I was going to say, if he can knock out some of the Verkenwerfers, that would be huge. Oh, shoot. He's going to lose that squad, isn't he? It's going to be close. Get around the building. Manages to live. Sturm Pioneers in hot pursuit. Where there's a lot of mines all over the place. Dude, I would not leave your base without a minesweeper. Don't you have Echelon? You do not. I would absolutely get it. You can't decrew the Pershing because, again, the Relic's like, that would be a bad idea to decrew a heavy tank because it's like, hopefully people wouldn't spam it, and then people spam other armor, and they had to fix that. AT gun, face mid, please. Face mid. Oh my god. Sure. Why not? Wow, Panther getting a nice shot on the Pershing. Now, I think Vet won from that shot. Very cool. Oh my god, get a knot. Oh, Jesus. Earth. Oh, nice. Okay, so Fallschirmjäger hit coming in. So, essentially, a bunch of planes will come in, go do a bunch of strafes. It'll do a little bit against, like, units on there, but not all that much. You mainly have to worry about the Fallschirmjäger. Soldat moving in, additional Fallschirmjägers moving in. Dude, you have a Pershing! It can one-shot Fallschirmjäger. Oh, there's a grenade. There goes your howitzer. Fallschirmjäger deployment. Okay, fine. That was actually decent. It didn't do anything. It just deployed Fallschirmjägers, which you can do for... anyway. Damn it. You have nothing covering that thing, don't you? Where's your AT gun? Move your infantry up. Throw AT grenades. Do something. AT grenade. AT just poorly managed. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's crippled. It's dying. Oh, damn. And AT is dead. Now you just need a bazooka team. Oh, wait. You just got bars the entire time. So, yeah, there's this Pershing. And I actually thought that the American player had it because he started getting some decent kills. But no, the airborne assault actually kind of did something. Now, I'm assuming what's going to happen is he's going to try to chase that down, lose a bunch of men. Now, he's going to try to kill that Fallschirmjäger squad. That could help. Right now, the American player is down by quite a lot. He did lose some very good troops, although he still has a ton of vetted troops. And, yeah, unfortunately, Earth also lost a lot of good troops. So, it's going to take some time before WTF can really recover. Though, if he just keeps murdering the enemy, that could definitely help. Though, White Phosphorus Grenade, I think, yeah, it gets deployed, essentially hurts their health. And he has to pull back to heal his guys with the ambulance. So fine, that was actually a good move, Earth. Congratulations. You were one of the few people who used airborne assault actually decently. Though I want to say it's not the strafe that does anything. It's just the Fallschirmjäger. Most people think, oh, Fallschirmjägers are great. No, just no. Like they have great assault power, but they're it's like a glass cannon. It fires, but if you hit it with anything, it breaks apart. It's Italy during World War II. Sure, Italy was a country that you had to worry about, but once you start dealing some decent blows to them, had issues. We have a sync error, so I'm assuming what happened is someone quit. Though, still pretty damn... Yep, there we go. WTF had a sync error. So, still a pretty damn good match, I have to say. Because, again, under any circumstance, you'd be like, oh, Greyshot, like, he lost. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Earth lost a lot of its vetted troops. He had to deploy Fallschirmjägers, which are very expensive and very easily killable to a bunch of guys with bars. And he still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry units that he could deploy, each vetted. And he's been doing fine against that Panther. If he would have saved up, which you can honestly do, look how much resource he has. He could save up again for another Pershing. It would be a close game, but I still think that's possible. He could still fight, but then Earth also would have King Tiger that he could deploy. It would be an uphill battle, but the American player was hurt, but he was not out of the fight. So I do like that about this game. I do enjoy it. It wasn't just a death blow done. Both sides took heavy casualties, although Earth definitely dealt more blows. But I have to say, for unit preservation, the American player did really well. Earth did fine in individual combat and also that final large-scale engagement against the Pershing. That AT gun placement, by the way, holy God, WTF, that was terrible. Absolutely atrocious. You should have moved it back and helped cover your troops. Don't send it out like in the complete opposite direction. Like if you have it not on the retreat path but run away in just an empty field, yeah, of course he's going to flank with the Fallschirmjägers because there's nothing protecting it. Anyway, so damage dealt. Let's see here. It's actually very close, but edge goes to Earth with also most kills. Most casualties goes to WTF. Again, took a lot more. Definitely could see that. But yeah, overall it was a very, very, close game throughout. We can see here by the graph and army value. Resource-wise, wow, actually more. A little bit to WTF. Points held. Yeah, Earth definitely had advantage there. But overall, what was the best unit? Rifleman, 10,000. Oh, again, he never lost a unit. Compared to Earth. Please, game, let me just switch. Where he lost 3 Volk squads. So, yeah, overall, the Rifleman had definitely had advantage against the Volk, but overall, for sheer support, the advantage for frontline infantry definitely goes to the American player, WTF. Advantage for overall army support, with everything else but frontline troops, goes to Earth. The support guns for cannon werfers, the Fallschirmjägers deployments, the Panther deployment, everything but the frontline troops managed to overcome the deficiency of the Volk squads. But The American team, again, had great frontline troops, but the Pershing and the AT gun and everything else support, except for the mortar. The mortar was fine. Kind of just sucked. It really, really did. The Major was like, here's a great support unit, and you died instantly. Wonderful. But in any case, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters like Tim, Carter, Sean, and Ace. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support on Patreon. You guys rock. But in any case, this has been Greyshot117 with a failing voice, and I'll see you all next time.